Good afternoon, and thank you for your attendance today. I wanted to provide the community with an update on a recent officer-involved shooting involving the Austin Police Department. First, I want to acknowledge everyone who was impacted by this incident, particularly the victim who was violently assaulted, but thankfully is recovering well. I also want to thank the responding officers, crisis negotiators, the Violent Crimes Task Force, and our SWAT team who responded to a dangerous and rapidly evolving situation. APD's negotiators used crisis communication technique, patience, and de-escalation to establish dialogue with the suspect and ultimately brought this situation to a peaceful resolution without anyone else being injured. Their work was instrumental, and I want to commend them for the professionalism, patience, and dedication that they demonstrated throughout this incident and every day. The information I'm sharing with you is preliminary. This is an active and ongoing investigation, and some of the details may change. Here is what we know at this time. I do want to say that as soon as the officers realized that the shooting had happened, an alert was sent out for the community to shelter in place. So that was done immediately upon learning that. But at approximately 8:23 a.m. on Wednesday, August 12th, Austin police officers responded to the area of 824 Camino La Costa regarding a report that a male victim had been punched in the face, struck in the head with a handgun, and then had a gun held to his head. The victim was able to flee the area and respond to a nearby restaurant where he called 911. While additional officers began searching the area for the suspect, the victim provided officers with a description of the suspect. At approximately 8:27, so about 4 minutes later, Officer Stephen Abbott located the suspect, later identified as 36-year-old Gregory Lane, standing in the parking lot of Centro Studio Homes. Officer Abbott exited his patrol vehicle and gave Mr. Lane commands to drop his gun. Mr. Lane ran behind a white vehicle, and Officer Abbott took cover behind his patrol car. Mr. Lane then fired his handgun at Officer Abbott, and Officer Abbott returned fire. Mr. Lane then ran into the apartment complex and entered an apartment where he barricaded himself inside. Officers established a perimeter around the apartment, and APD negotiators began communicating with Mr. Lane. Our hostage negotiators quickly established communication with Mr. Lane. They worked hard to establish Mr. Lane's trust and used de-escalation techniques throughout the incident in an effort to resolve the situation peacefully. At the crime scene, detectives located a firearm, shell casings, and vehicles damaged by the bullets. Neither Mr. Lane nor Officer Abbott were injured during the incident. Mr. Lane and the victim did not know one another and had no prior confrontations. Per APD protocol, Officer Abbott has been placed on administrative leave. As you know, we are conducting 2 concurrent investigations into this incident, a criminal investigation conducted by the APD Special Investigations Unit in conjunction with the Travis County DA, and an administrative investigation conducted by our Internal Affairs, with oversight from the Austin Police. At approximately 9:41 a.m., Mr. Lane indicated that he was going to open the door. Officers continued giving commands, and at approximately 9:42 a.m., Mr. Lane was observed standing at the window with his hands raised. At approximately 9:45 a.m., officers took Mr. Lane into custody without incident, and he has been charged with attempted capital murder, a first-degree felony, aggravated assault, a second-degree felony. I want to again emphasize that this was a peaceful resolution, was the result of significant work by our officers, particularly our negotiators, who remained engaged with Mr. Lane and focused on bringing this situation to a peaceful end. We are now going to watch surveillance video from a nearby business. And this video picks up right after the victim was assaulted. You can see in his right hand, he is carrying a firearm. And you'll see a car approach and drive past him. And we are now going to see video from the vehicle dash cam.
Hold the air, something with a gun.
You can see the gun in his hand there.
Hey, drop the gun!
So can you pause, Rudy, for a sec? So what you're going to see here is, in a couple seconds, you're going to see he fires at the officer. You'll see smoke billowing from that exchange.
Your incident has been updated. Your incident has been updated.
Right there.
Your incident has been updated.
You can see his feet underneath the vehicle. And he runs into the apartment complex there.
Shot taken. He's still on foot. He's gonna be somewhere in the courtyard right now. Black male.
We're now going to watch the body-worn camera.
Stop looking at the gun. Hey, drop the gun! He's behind a white car. I'm behind my car. Shots fired. Shots taken. He's still on foot. He's gonna be somewhere in the courtyard right now. Black male, same description.
Now we're going to listen to the 911 audio. This was the only 911 call that was received, and this is from the victim of the assault.
On to 911, you need police, fire, EMS, or mental health services.
Police.
What's the address or intersection?
What's that?
What's the address or intersection?
Central Home Studios. I can look up the address. I just need to pull over. Give me a sec. A guy came up to my window and, was telling me that I need to leave. And I said, okay, sounds good. And, during that, he got really upset, and punched me in the face. No, just, he's been kind of just standing outside the motel, walking back and forth, for the past week. And he held a gun to my head and then hit me, like a couple minutes ago. No, I'm all right. But he held a gun to my head. Yeah, and then he hit me with the butt of the pistol in my temple.
Okay. And where are you located now?
Right now, I'm just down the street at the Burger King. Yeah. Just a little south of the Burger King. Yeah, I pulled out of the parking lot because he said I need to leave, and there was a garbage truck blocking me in. And when the garbage truck blocked me in, he said after that truck leaves, you need to get the fuck out of here. And so I was just waiting for the garbage man to come. Yeah. Black. Probably like late 30s or so.
And what color shirt pants is he wearing?
I don't really remember. Maybe green or black.
Was that shirt and pants?
Was that what?
The green or black, was it shirt or pants?
I think that was shirt, and then he had some maybe like black basketball shorts on.
Now we're going to listen to the radio traffic.
Black male, 3540.
Here, stop looking at the gun.
10-4, units will be here.
He's behind a white car. I'm behind my car.
Behind a white car, you're behind your car.
Shots fired.
10-4,
somewhere in the courtyard right now, black male, same description.
And with all critical incidents, we are committed to transparency and accountability to our community. This investigation is still ongoing. We will continue to provide information as it becomes available and can be released without further compromising the integrity of either investigation. So at this point, we'll take a couple questions.
Can you just clarify with the video, was it the suspect fired the one and then the officer then fired the ones after that, not following him when he was walking from the car?
Yeah, so we're, at this point, that's the investigation, is how many shots were fired. We do know that the suspect fired the first round, and then where were the other rounds? So that's what we're working on at this point.
I'm cheating, I'm asking 2 questions, I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
But, was there any evidence that indicated that the subject was under the influence? That's my first question, and the next one is, are these internal investigations different if the person isn't struck, the subject isn't struck versus if they are?
Yeah. So for the first part, can you repeat that first one?
Yeah, was there any evidence that this subject was
Right.
under the influence?
There was not. And so we're going off that 911 call, and as you can see, the officer, you know, from that first tape of the business, it was only seconds later that the officer's arriving, so he's encountering him right after that. So there was no indication at that point. All we're hearing is that he was assaulted, he had been hit with the gun, the butt of the gun, and punched. So there was really not enough time. That interaction happened very quickly. And so as far as the investigations, the fact that there is no difference in the way that we investigate these at all.
Austin?
Can you talk a little bit about the alert process? Who ordered it to be sent? Who typed it up? All of that, and maybe like how it differed from the Zilker Park shooting from a few months ago, where the alerts were, you know, there's a lot of attention and criticism.
Oh, yes, Austin, let's talk about that. I think you're right. It is, you learn those lessons, right, from errors that were done. And so I think creating that eye pause and getting those alerts out immediately, letting people know, shelter in place, do not come out, it is not safe. And so as soon as this incident took place, it was about putting that out. And so it's that eye pause. And this was put out by, I believe, Communications, but I'm sure Anna can get you that information. But it was put out very quickly. And we always want to err on the side of that, of putting those out. Thank you.